Welcome to Lesson 6.1, Part 2, MRP Execution and Analysis in Fiori from SAP S/4HANA Cloud Supply Chain CS4CC by KRTI Edu. In this session, we'll take everything we learned about MRP concepts and apply it in the SAP S/4HANA Cloud system. You'll see how to execute MRP live, interpret results, and analyze exceptions that impact material availability. Material requirements planning is not just theoretical. It's a live operational engine that runs daily or weekly across most enterprises. In this lesson, we'll execute MRP using Fiori apps, explore planning results, understand exception messages, and convert proposals into actionable documents. By the end, you'll be able to interpret planning outcomes and connect them to real business decisions. After completing this lesson, you will know how to execute MRP live runs within Fiori, evaluate planning results and exception messages, analyze stock requirements lists for material shortages, convert planned orders and PRs into follow-up documents, and use dashboards to track and resolve planning exceptions. These are essential consultant and planner skills tested in the CS4CSC exam. Accessing the MRP Live app F2911. To begin, launch the app Manage Material Requirements Planning F2911 from the Fiori Launchpad. This replaces classic transactions like MD01 or MD02. Here, you can choose to plan for an entire plant, an MRP area, or even a subset of materials. With MRP Live, all logic runs on HANA, so results are generated instantly, without background batch jobs. Defining run parameters. When executing the run, you define parameters such as planning scope, processing key, and list creation. Select Plant 1010, choose Net Change for efficiency, and enable Create MRP List if you want a permanent result snapshot. Optionally, you can include purchase requisitions or restrict planning to specific MRP controllers for better performance and control. Filter and selection criteria. Filters are crucial for optimizing planning runs. You can restrict MRP by material type, product group, or MRP controller. Large organizations often schedule plant-level runs for major product lines separately. Filters help prevent unnecessary data load, reducing runtime and improving focus for planners monitoring specific portfolios. Running MRP Live, click Run to begin the planning process. MRP Live reads all planning file entries, applies the latest master data, and determines shortages or excesses in real time. The run summary shows how many materials were processed, how many generated proposals, and whether any exceptions were found. Unlike traditional batch jobs, the HANA engine completes these computations within seconds. Understanding MRP run results. Once the run completes, a result overview appears. You'll see totals for materials planned, proposals created, and exceptions generated. Each result is linked to detail screens that display specific material situations. From here, you can drill into stock, receipts, and requirements to analyze material flow over time. Stock Requirements List F2629. To view material level detail, open the Stock Requirements List F2629 app. This list shows every transaction impacting supply and demand, current stock, planned receipts, and requirements. The color-coded interface highlights shortages in red and covered items in green. It's the planner's main cockpit for day-to-day materials management and shortage prevention. Exception Message Analysis. MRP generates exception messages to guide planners. They may indicate early or late deliveries, cancellation needs, or rescheduling opportunities. Each message includes a recommendation, such as reschedule in or cancel order. Planners can act immediately by drilling into the linked document, ensuring proactive issue resolution. Converting planned orders to purchase requisitions. MRP results can include both planned orders and purchase requisitions. Planners can convert planned orders to PRs using the Manage Material Coverage F3448 app. Once converted, these flow directly into procurement for PO creation. This ensures smooth transition from planning to purchasing without manual data duplication. Integration with procurement and production. Every MRP result triggers real business actions. Purchase requisitions enter the approval cycle, and planned orders are scheduled for production. If a purchase order is created, goods receipt will later update MRP records automatically. This closed-loop integration ensures supply and demand data remain synchronized across modules. Real-time monitoring via Fiori dashboards. The Monitor Material Coverage F3458 app gives planners a visual summary of shortages and critical items. Interactive KPIs like materials with shortage or delayed procurement help prioritize actions. You can filter by plant, MRP controller, or material group, then drill into problem items for immediate correction. Managing exceptions in Fiori within Fiori, exception management is simplified. You can filter exception messages by type and criticality, focusing first on red-coded alerts. For example, early deliveries can cause excess inventory, while late deliveries risk production stoppages. Planners can either accept system recommendations or override them based on business judgment. Comparing Classic MRP versus MRP Live outputs, both Classic MRP and MRP Live generate the same planning proposals, but MRP Live delivers instant results through HANA. While Classic MRP uses ABAP-based background processing, MRP Live integrates analytics and drill-down features natively in Fiori. This shift represents SAP's move from batch-oriented to real-time, insight-driven planning. Business scenario example. Let's apply this to a real-world scenario. A consumer electronics company runs MRP for Plant 1010. The system identifies a shortage for display panels and creates a purchase requisition for vendor 2011. Simultaneously, dependent requirements for circuit boards are converted into planned orders. This coordination ensures uninterrupted production schedules. Troubleshooting and common issues. If MRP skips materials, verify that their MRP type and planning file indicators are maintained correctly. When proposals are missing, check safety stock settings, demand data, or procurement type. For performance optimization, use filters and run MRP for smaller material groups. These best practices improve planning accuracy and execution speed. Certification exam tips. In the CS4CSC exam, you may encounter scenario-based questions about MRP Live execution. Expect to interpret system outputs, identify exception messages, and determine next actions. You may also be tested on differences between Classic MRP and MRP Live, as well as parameter usage. Hands-on familiarity with F2911 and F3458 will make these questions straightforward. You've now completed MRP execution and analysis in SAP S4HANA Cloud. We explored how to run MRP Live, interpret outputs, manage exceptions, and link results to procurement and production. In Part 3, we'll perform a full mini-lab, executing MRP Live for Plant 1010 and analyzing results step by step. KRTI Learn, practice, certify, succeed.